Hi everybody, welcome to my gameplay video and update patch notes commentary for the latest PUBG patch. This is the 9th of April 2019 and Bluehole are calling this Update 3. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to chat my way through the patch notes for PlayStation and Xbox. And meanwhile in the background you'll see some chicken dinner gameplay which I got on my first game back after updating my PlayStation 4, rather cheeky one where I end up with a suppressed G36 and an AWM from Supply Crate as well. So without further ado, let's dive into the patch notes. So here we go. Hi everyone, this update features 2 new vehicles for Vikendi, the addition of the flare gun and much more. We have a number of bug fixes and performance improvements for this patch. Remember to log into the game by the time maintenance ends on May the 7th to get your 2nd anniversary cap. Basically, as soon as you log in, I think it says you've now got the cap. And there's a video from the head of the developer Bluehole just talking about how well PUBG's gone over the last 2 years and their plans for the future, and hopefully making it better all the time. Survival Pass Vikendi. So what they've done is they've turned the Survival Pass on again, so you can start earning the rewards. What happened was, in the game it said that there was only a week to go. There was a week to go, but what they meant was there was a week to pick up your rewards. But lots of people thought it meant that there was a week still to go to earn those rewards. So there's a bit of confusion. So now they've turned it back on. Unfortunately, you won't earn anything for that time the Survivor Pass wasn't on. So I remember I got some more LMG kills and destroyed some vehicles and stuff like that. That won't count. You've got to start again. You've got a week to dive in. I'm currently at level 90, and while we're on that subject as well, the settings will reset for your sensitivity, inverting the X and Y axis if you do that, your sound settings, all that sort of stuff will have reset. So I recommend go into the options first. You know, turn back on auto reload, turn on auto reload, turn on the setting you like your guns to have when you pick them up. So when you pick up an AR, it's on automatic already, SMG it's on automatic already, all that sort of stuff. Check your sensitivity. Mute the in-game music, not the in-game sounds, which I did at the start of this video. And then go into the test server and run around with it and just get a feel for it again, because I know sometimes it's a bit like, ooh, has something changed? And all of a sudden the default sensitivity is 5, where I normally run 4. So if I hadn't spotted that, things would have been a little bit odd. So make sure you go in and do that. What they've also done is the survival title system, you know, the one where you're ranking up and you become like an expert, a novice, an expert and a survivor and lone survivor, all that sort of stuff. That's going to be extended to May the 14th, so that's a long time. Now I've got up to survivor level, which means I've got 6,000 points, and then if I want to be a lone survivor I've got to try and get into the top 100, but that's quite hard because I think on PlayStation the first one, the 100th person is on 6,900 points, and it takes forever to earn these points. I'm quite happy that I got survivor though. That'll do for me. So anyway, that's a bit of PSA for those. So the new vehicles we're getting, and again what I'll do is I'll put the link to the actual show notes underneath in the description of the video, so you can click and watch the videos. There's the snow bike, which is replacing the motorbike on Vikendi, and basically it's like a motorbike, but instead of a wheel at the front it's got like a ski, and at the back it's got something from a snowmobile. Looks like it'll go very fast. Be lots of fun. And we're also getting a replacement for the UAZ. We're getting the Zima, which looks a bit like the UAZ, but apparently it's quite heavily armoured, if slow. So especially in squad plays, if you like driving around the vehicles, that might be quite useful to have. Now the flare gun is really cool. If you play on Xbox, you've probably come across flares already in custom games. And what you can do with the flare gun is you can use it to call in 2 types of supply drops. If you're inside the circle, so you're in the safe bit of the circle, and you fire it after the first circle has started, so you've had the first blue, you'll get a special supply drop that will drop down, that will give you supply drop weapons, you know, like level 3 helmet, level 3 vest, level 3 bag, AWM, MK24, Groza, you know, all that sort of good stuff. If you're outside the circle, so you know the blue on coming in or about to come in and you fire a flare up, you'll get the armoured UAS. Apparently there's only going to be a couple of these flare guns per map dotted around, so they're going to be quite rare things, so watch out for them. And also they're saying that you can only call in 2 special care packages. Oh, you know the special care packages because they have 3 parachutes on them instead of 1. You can only call 2 in per game, and 2 armoured UASs per game. And I think what happens is, from what I remember, when you pick up a flare gun, it'll tell you near your mini map what how many care packages are left. So if, for example, they've all been called in, just drop it. And the flare gun consists of the flare gun, which takes up your pistol slot, and the flares themselves, which is the ammunition to do. So yeah, so pretty cool. Yeah, it's adding something nice to the game, a little bit of extra that won't affect gameplay too much. You can blow up the armoured UAS with enough bullets. I was driving around in one the other day in a custom game and managed to get blown up after quite a while, so that does work. Right, onward with the patch notes. Gameplay. Improved reflective effects on the lens of scopes. Vehicle tyres will now be destroyed immediately when a vehicle explodes. Modified conditions to prone to prevent going prone on very rugged terrain. While prone and moving into a position where the character shouldn't be able to go prone, the character will automatically change to crouch position. I've noticed actually over the last few months that it's been more and more difficult to go prone on certain types of terrain, but I guess what's going to happen now is if you're crawling in and it starts getting a bit bumpy and rough where you normally wouldn't be able to go prone in the first place, it will then make you sort of stand up, I guess, and go to the kneeling sort of position. Performance. Optimized character animations to improve performance. Completed the aim node LOD optimization, which we previously introduced in console dev report. And I won't read the rest of those bits, but what they're saying is they've improved the way that things render, or well, the way that things appear in the game. So things will appear smoother, they will appear quicker, and you won't have as many pop-in effects. And probably when you jump in as well, you won't get in as many jelly mode buildings. And when you're driving fast across the map, you won't have situations where you drop through the map, which I know has been a problem. Now, with the gameplay that you're seeing that I'm doing, this is on my OG PlayStation 4, but PUBG is installed on an external SSD, so it does load very quickly, so I very rarely have any problems with that sort of stuff. Now, my character is is going to stay still for a few times, because when I was recording this video at 4 o'clock today, there was the Sniper Elite V2 remastered trailer was due out, and so I kept stopping to kind of check to see whether they'd published it or not, to have a look at it. Really looking forward to that. Sniper Elite 2 or V2, really cool game from the 360 Xbox 360 era. They're remastering it, they're putting it out. I can't exactly remember when, but it's a budget price game. It's going to be about £30. It's definitely going to be worth checking out. They also have improved the game loading speed by optimizing the character loading process, optimized the game's server to improve performance, optimized the hit criteria for Molotov when calculating characters damaged, optimized certain elements of the HUD which were causing decreased performance. And then there's loads of bug fixes. So fix the issue where the S686 could sometimes be fired 3 times. And there's loads of stuff. I won't go through all those bug fixes. You can look at them yourself. And I will add as well that with the Xbox patch, they also add a little bit about custom matches. And only a little bit. They say, fix the grammatical errors of certain texts within custom match UI. System improvement. The results screen of a match has been separated from the session, so that when a custom match finishes, players will now be able to review the results screen for 10 minutes. The next custom match can be launched 1 minute after exiting the previous match. Okay, so yeah, I will play some custom matches on my Xbox to see if they fix the bugs, because when I was looking through the bugs list, I couldn't see a list in the Xbox bugs that dealt with the issue of when you're playing custom games, if you go and search another player's death crate, their death box, the game would crash. Go straight to the dashboard on the Xbox, which is terrible. So yeah, and that, my friends, is it for the patch notes. So hopefully we're seeing a smoother PUBG. Things that are missing that we wanted, so there's still no map selection. It's the old type of map selection. There is a rumour that there's going to be something going on with the PTS in about a week's time, where hopefully we'll start to see full map selection. Although this is my little rant about map selection. I think what you want to do is you just want to just put it on quick join, all right, and just play whichever maps appear, because each of the maps we've got now in PUBGs, whether that be Sandhawk, Miramar, Erangel or Vikendi, they all have a different play style. And by playing the different maps, you will get better at different things. Now, my favourite map, hands down at the moment, is this one, is Vikendi. I love Vikendi. I think it's the best looking map. I love the way that the circle comes in really slow, so you can play tactically, you can play sneakily, you don't have to play aggressively, and that really suits my style. But I enjoy going into Sandhawk as well, where I'm running with the blue, trying to have gunfights, and most of the time get killed. You've got the classic old style of Erangel. The only main real problem with Erangel is the level of loot. There's just not enough loot there. And then you've got Miramar, which, although it's got a long build up, especially if you play the edge, those final firefights can be amazing when you're in the open desert, but there's the terrain's going up and down, and there's all sorts of things that long range fights, short range fights are absolutely unbelievable. One thing is for sure, as far as I'm concerned, PUBG is going from strength to strength, and I've been playing it a lot over the last week or so because DICE really annoyed me with how they've introduced paid for skins in Battlefield 5. In the fact that what they've got now is they've now got these elite and, I'm going to say, rare skins that you have to pay money for. You can't earn the grind currency, the company coin in the game, to pay for them. And as someone who paid full price for the deluxe version of Battlefield 5, pre-ordered it before it came out, they didn't even give us anything like some tokens to get a free skin or anything like that. And I was like, whoa, this isn't a free game. We've paid for this game. I should be able to earn stuff without having to pay more money. And it really annoyed me. And with all the bad decisions that EA and DICE have put into Battlefield 5 and Firestorm, to be honest, although Firestorm looks great, the time to kill's too long, the looting's rubbish. I came back to PUBG, and I've been playing PUBG and absolutely loving it. Yeah, if you haven't played it for a while, put it in. If you're having trouble winning, check out some of my other videos about how to win, especially if you're an old codger like me. But anyway, that's enough of the patch notes. What we'll do now is we'll kind of fast forward a little bit to the end circles, and I'll start talking you through this chicken dinner on Vikendi. Okay, so we're coming up to the last 10 minutes now. I've just been slowly coming in from the edge. I'm pretty well suited and booted with a lovely AWM G36, level 3 gear, level 3 down to my mind. Take a shot, and what you're about to see is the sheer power of the AWM. One shot kill to the head, and you're dead. Also, apparently what's going to happen in the next patch, and they don't say that they've applied this in this patch, is that they're making the AWM even more powerful, whereby, sorry, at the moment it's a one-shot kill to the head as long as you're not wearing a level 3 helmet and at full health. They can do it where it will be a one-shot kill to the chest even if you're wearing a level 2 vest and at full health. So that will be quite a game changer, because I think the balance for the AWM is that you do have to hit people in the head, like with the Kar 98 and the M24. You've got to hit them there, and you will be rewarded with that one-shot kill. The counter to that is the time it takes for the gun to reload. So if you hit them in the chest or miss, they can be blatting back at you with their gun. So that's quite interesting. And I think really, for me, the bolt action rifles like the Kar 98, the M24, the AWM, they're really very much suited to solos, where you have players who stay still. Now this is an AWM versus AWM battle actually now, even though in fact, so he's running in there. I'm still coming to grips with this 8 times because I'm not particularly good with the 8 times. Wait for him to peek again. Get him in the chest, so that would have done a lot of damage. Missed him that time. He keeps peeking the same side though. But there we go, we hit him again, and he's dead. Was that? Yeah, that wasn't a headshot. So now we're in first person for a bit because I pressed the wrong button. And we're going to head over, and we've got 14 people left alive, including myself. So let's go and see what he's got. Because I haven't got that many attachments, I don't think, for my guns. Now, he had an AWM, so I pick up all his AWM ammo. That's great. He also has a suppressor for a assault rifle and an extended mag, and his compensator for the AWM. And yeah, so now we're pretty much good to go. I have got an extended mag on the G36, a suppressor on the G36, a compensator on the AWM. Although you could argue the compensator doesn't really make any difference because it's a bolt action rifle, where you're better off with a flash hider or a suppressor especially. But anyway, you know, you can't really get much better kit than what I've got here. I've got plenty of ammo, and I've got plenty of boost and plenty of first aid. So let's just see what happens. So the circle appears, and although I'm on the quiet side of the circle, there's plenty of people left, 14 people left, and I do see that guy in front of me who's gone by that blue combine harvester. And so I'm like, oh, the blue's coming in now. Where is he? And I can't quite see him. Is he hiding in the grass? Has he crawled underneath? And so I think, right, what I'll do is I'll circle around. But I'm very nervous because I am out in the open here. If anybody else spotted me, they could blat me, no problem at all. But I think what helps is the fact that I'm on the quiet side of the circle and all the action is happening somewhere else, down to 13 left alive. So is he there? Is he hiding in the grass? I think what actually happened is he ran on and he's gone round those houses. In fact, he's getting a little gunfight with somebody now in those houses. Now remember, on Vikendi, the blue comes in really slowly. There's no need to rush. Hang around on the edge, get boosted up, wait for other people to make their moves, wait for them to give their positions away. So now I run in. Now is he lying on the floor there? No, he's not there. Okay, so the blue's coming in. Take a look round. Very exposed still. I was going to take a boost, but I don't really want to take any damage. So again, all I'm doing now is I'm not running into the safe area yet. I'm just running into some cover where I can kind of have a look round. Is anybody flanking me? Is anybody rotating around? I know that the guys must be in front of me. I can see the vehicle there as well. There's a Dacia, so there's another person probably in there as well. In fact, I think we just saw him run past there, didn't we? 11 alive. So the blues come in. Let's move up a little bit further now. Again, we're just tickling the edge of the blue. Gunfight in that barn right in front of me, and then another gunfight further away where someone got killed by G36. So now I've got people far off to my right, and I've got people having a gunfight to my left. So 9 left. Now the circle, again, I've put a dot in the circle. You've seen enough of my videos, now you know that's what I do. I always drop a dot in the circle so I know exactly where I have to go, and if I want to go to the edge of the circle, I just choose right or left. And then I just go from cover to cover. So the question is, where should I go now? Should I go via the buildings and take that guy on, but he might be in cover and he might hear me coming, or do I make an early move and rotate around to the right, around the edge of the circle, and then cut in from a different angle? And I decide to do that. So let's have a quick scope it out. Is there anybody there? Can't see any threats. Can't see anybody. So what I decide to do is go out to the right and check it out that way. Apologies for that, a rather inopportune phone call. Caused me to stop recording, but we're rolling again. So, as you can see, I'm tickling the blue, tickling around the edge, and lo and behold, there's somebody, as you would expect to at this point of the game. There has to be someone else. You know, if you rotate around like this, there's got to be someone in front of you, and there he is, right in front of me, and I managed to miss him. Watch. He sees me, miss him. Blue's coming in. Right, let's move. Have a little bit of a gunfight. I'll lose him now. Where's he gone? He's firing back at me, or somebody else is firing at me. I can't see where he's gone. Right, the blue's coming in. It hurts. I'm very lucky here. So then I start moving in. He's up to my right. Sorry. Tag him. Maybe. I might have tagged him there, or somebody else might have tagged him there a little bit. He's still running in the open. Long range with the red dot, but hey, whatever's effective. Now, gunfire over into the those farm buildings over there. Now, I know there was somebody in the farm buildings that are now in the blue, right in front of me there. I know there's somebody there, and I do not want to get flanked that way. The The blue is coming in, so I think where I've got to go, I need cover, but is he going to come out? Because obviously with these rocks, they're not, they're good cover from like one direction. So is this guy, not the pop band, but from gunfire? So is he going to come running out of there? Now what has actually happened is he's actually come crawling out of there, and I can't see him, but what you'll see in a second, there's a guy far over in those trees in the snowy area who's going to start firing at him. So it's time to get full boost. Let's just have a look round. Where is everybody? Still 5 people left alive. Right, and there he is. And I try and get him, but I missed. But he's shooting at that guy there by that tree, who then rotates round. So he's got a good. I can't see him. So he's rotating round towards me. Give him a little bit of G36 love. Now, where's this guy? So we've got 4 people left alive. There's people in those farmhouses to my right. There's a guy over there. The blue is coming in. Let's get boosted. But I'm very close. If you look at the minimap, you can just see I'm very close to the next circle. So let's slowly move in. And we need to. We keep looking. Get up to this wall. Nobody around. Right, where's the chap from the woods? Where is he? He has to move. Right, there he is. I see him. He's moving. We chance our arm with a AWM. Oh, no, that was a good shot. I don't mind a headshot on a moving target with the bolt action rifle. So, 3 people left alive. Me versus 2 others. Now, they have to know where I am because they've heard my AWM echoing around this valley. So, where are they? This wall is good cover. I know there's nobody out to my left. There's nobody there, so I know they're in these buildings next to me. So let's just use third-person perspective just to look over. Let's stay fully boosted because, you know, in the event of a firefight, the person who has got automatic healing rolling in, or even if it comes down to where the circle disappears, you know, he who has full boost will normally win. And let's just see what they're doing. And now I'm moving very, very quietly and staying crouched. Because some people get aggressive in this situation. They'll start running around or they'll start throwing Molotovs or grenades. Gunfire ahead. Right, so I know they're shooting, so I move up to their position. So my sound is covered. So I know they're around there. They have to be. That's where these 2 guys are. And they're probably chasing each other. Molotov goes off. I can hear that. I can't believe my luck. So we get this guy. Now watch what happens next. The other guy comes. He's looting. He's looting. I try and get my gun up. I finally do. We blat him. 7 kills, chicken dinner. First game back with the new patch. There we go. If you've got any questions or comments, put them down below. If you enjoyed the video, hit like, and see you want to subscribe. Thank you very, very much. And I will see you again soon.